She comes across like diamonds, diamonds, easy in love when the lights are low. She comes into focus, focus, the closer she gets, the more I know. She takes more whiskey than I wine.
I started out my night with Goodrich and Williams High Rye Grains whiskey, bottled at 40%. It's a local product from Delta, BC, just on the other side on the mainland. And the second one I had was a surprisingly wonderful Benriach 10 original. I'd had Benriach before and enjoyed it. But this one, it had been such a long time since I had Benriach that it was a surprise how good it was. This one here is the Arran single malt Scotch whiskey, and it is non-chill filtered, natural color, and port cask finish. Now, I have seen port cask finish Arran in the store, and it was for $129.99. Add to that the 15% in taxes, the 10% BC liquor tax, and the goods and services tax. So, like, we're talking, let's see, 129. Let's go 13 divided by 2. Okay, goods and services tax $6.50 plus 13. That's $19.50 in taxes plus 10-cent bottle deposit. Don't forget that. Plus $129.99 is, well, basically $150 out the door. That's expensive. For one bottle of whiskey without an age statement, 700 mils, okay, it's 50% alcohol by volume, but still, $150 out the door. I was hesitant a number of times. I went by that bottle so many times. It was the older bottle of Arran. It didn't look like this one, okay? You know what it looked like? I'll show you. It looked more like this one. This is the Amarone finish Arran bottle. And it's still there on the shelf. But when I saw it on sale, when I saw this on sale in Alberta online, I ordered it because when I received it, it cost me, okay, Arran port cask, $84.99, and the only tax on that was the goods and services tax. So it's 8.5 divided by 2. Goods and services tax, $4.25 plus $84.99 is $89.24. Okay, we'll add a 10-cent bottle deposit. So $89.34. And then the shipping for 2 bottles was $40.21. So let's say add $20.10. Grand total $109.44. Now that's a lot more affordable than $150, isn't it? It's like $40 off the bottle just for ordering it, including shipping. So why not? I decided to go for it because it was worth getting $40 off a bottle. So here we have the Arran port finish. And I did the Sauternes a couple of weeks ago and loved it. I loved the Sauternes. But I have I have a soft spot for Sauterne finish. The first Sauterne I ever had was the Glenmorangie Nectar d'Or, and I loved that. And then I had a couple other Sauterne finishes. I had the Kilchoman. I also had the Lowen McKinnon chocolate malt, which was finished in Sauterne. You know, you had this chocolate malt and finished in Sauterne. Was just, oh, it's a sweet tooth paradise. But this is port. The first port I ever had, or port finish, was the Glenmorangie Quinta Reuben. And I had the 12-year-old Quinta Reuben, and I had the 14-year-old Quinta Reuben. In fact, I still have an experiment going here. Let me show you. These are the Quinta Reubens. I got the 12-year-old, and I got the 14-year-old. They were opened on the same day. They have the same fill level. If I can get, yeah, they have the same fill level. And so I plan to, you know, every time I have one of these, I have one of those. So basically that's an experiment in progress. I've had a few other port finishes which I enjoyed, and some that I didn't like quite so much. It's the nature of the beast, you know. Port works for some whiskeys, and for others, maybe not so much. But Arran, I love their Sauterne, so I'm going to try their port. Both of them were sent to me in the same parcel. From a store that deals online from Alberta. And it cost me $40 less a bottle. Just because, well, just because. Alberta is so much cheaper for whiskey. Oh, there's even a thing in here. There's even a little Lag Cask Society Isle of Arran. Ooh. It's one of these booklets that opens up, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff written in here. But I'll have a look at that some other time. I'll put it aside for now, and I'm going to read what it says on the back of this tube. Did I show you the bottle yet? There's the bottle. Arran single malt port cask. All right. Says here, every drop of Arran single malt starts its life as rainwater, which pools at Loch Nadavi, the beautiful hills high above the distillery. Clear water cascades down the hillside through 6 unassuming waterfalls, each one purifying the water further. The name of the burn, Isan Burach, means sharp waterfalls in Gaelic. After initially maturing in traditional oak casks, the Arran single malt in this bottling was specially selected by our master blender to be finished in port wine casks sourced from a prestigious producer of this iconic Portuguese fortified wine. This whiskey is bottled without artificial coloring or chill filtration to ensure a natural, full-bodied, and flavorsome single malt. And here they have a map. A map of part of Scotland showing where Arran is and where Islay is and so on and so on. 750 mils. Well balanced and powerful with notes of hazel. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it and tell you what I think. Smells good already. I'm getting fruits. I'm getting dark, dried fruits, like, you know, the stereotypical figs and dates and raisins and prunes. All of those good things. And then there's something a little bit more vibrant. There's grapes, ripe grapes, but not dried. Underneath that finish of Portuguese wine, there's some vanilla, but mostly what I'm getting is the Portuguese wine. Bit of a nuttiness. Hazelnuts, maybe. Bit of a chocolate note. But dark, dried fruits, definitely. With just a bit of moisture left in them so that you can smell them. This is bottled at 50% alcohol by volume. I don't know how much it's going to benefit from water, but as usual, I try things neat first. From the first encounter, through the transition, and all the way to the finish, it's tingly. My tongue is tingling on the sides mostly, from beginning to end. I'm getting the port finish. I don't know what kind of port it is. Is it ruby port? Is it, what other kind of port is there? There's a ruby port, I think. There's a tawny port. I don't know which port this is. It doesn't say. It just says port cask. There's that wonderful nose again. Wonderful, delicious nose. Well, this is good. Tingly once again. But I can't bring that tingling down to a spicy note. I can't bring it down to anything like white pepper. Well, maybe a bit of white pepper. But I think that tingling comes mostly from the alcohol content, the 50% ABV. I'm going to see what happens when I add a spoon of water to this. Will that take the tingly away? Will that bring out some more flavor? Maybe. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this part before, didn't I? I told you how much it cost me, or how much money I saved on it. Oh yeah. Thin legs moving down pretty good, but this is after I added water. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting the port wine again on the nose. I'm getting more of those dark fruits, but they're less distinguishable than they were earlier before I added water. Now they're indistinct. They're just like dark fruit. It's a dark fruity note that's sort of a combination of all of them. I can't pick them apart and say this is figs, this is dates, this is prunes, this is raisins, and so on. It just sort of it's either a mishmash or a marrying of all those fruit notes. Not unpleasant at all. Oh, okay. That spoon of water took the edginess off that tingle that was on the sides of my tongue. It's still there, but it's muted, which is nice. And it gives me more of those dark, ripe, fruity flavors on the palate, which aren't interrupted this time by all that tingliness. With a spoon of water, this is nice. This is infinitely quaffable. It's still tingly, but not as much. And the finish, I'm getting some vanilla on the finish underneath the heavy fruit notes naturally. And it hangs on for quite a while. It's still there, fading, the vanilla is fading, the fruits are fading. And then it's quite astringent towards the end. It's dry finish. Nice. Well, I gotta hand it to the people at Arran. There were times when Arran, I think the experience of things like the Robbie Burns and a couple of their other whiskies had sort of given me the impression that Arran was a hit or miss thing. And then I tried the Macri Moore, which was all right, and the Bothy, which was fantastic. The Bothy, I liked the Bothy a lot. And then, of course, I went along and eventually saw somebody reviewing the Amarone cask, so I had to get me one. And I was pleasantly surprised. And then, of course, next to it was the Sauterne and the port, and naturally the Amarone was so good that I still have some. It's so good that it was a no-brainer to get the Sauterne and the port. This port is nice. This port finish is nice. Oh, adding 1 spoon of water to the dram makes it exquisite. I'd say, in my eyes, it's almost as good as the Sauterne. I think the Sauterne is my favorite of the three, the Amarone, the Sauterne, and the port. But the port is no slouch, and the Amarone is fantastic. All of them are wonderful whiskeys. Just wonderful. Oh my gosh, I've been going on for 20 minutes. Slunchava.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.